Hey guys, Alex here with Serious Goose Games. Welcome back to our Unity Tactics RPG tutorial. Last time we gave our enemy AI the ability to attack our units, giving us an actual back and forth battle system. Today we're going to take a break from code and make a map. So this video will be a little short, but it'll be a nice break from the code because we've done a lot of code. So to get things rolling, I'm going to right click on Manager menu. I'm going to go to UI, and we're going to add a panel. And this will be our level info panel. And this will display any information relevant to the level itself. So it'll have the map. It might display the victory condition. It might say the name of the level or any other important things specifically related to the level. I'm going to go into 2D mode real quick in our scene view. Double click on our level info panel. I'm going to drag it over so it's not overlapping with our action panel. I'm going to set the anchor to be the center or the middle left. Now I'm going to right click on our level info panel, go down to UI, and we're going to add a raw image. I'm going to set the dimensions to be 750 on the width and 500 on the height. You can change this to whatever. This just looks fine to me right now. Next, we're going to right click on our grid manager. And we're going to add a new camera. This camera is going to be our map camera. And I'm going to change its rotation on the x-axis to 90 degrees. So it's facing straight down. I also want to change its projection to orthographic. I'm going to change its size to 10. Now, anytime you add a new camera, make sure that you remove the audio listener. You should only ever have one, and that's attached to our main camera. Now in our assets folder, we're going to right click and create a new folder called UI. Open that up, and inside here, we're going to right click, go to create, and we want to go to rendering, render texture. We're going to call this map. For the size, you can set this to be whatever. I'm just going to leave it as the default. I'm not going to mess with any of this stuff for now. But I am going to go back to our map cam because that render texture is going to be really important. We want to go down to output. We're going to drag our render texture into that output. Now we're going to grab our raw image, which I forgot to name. It should be named map. And we're going to drag our render texture into the texture slot of the raw image. So now we have this kind of weird brown gray rectangle. So we're going to grab our map cam and we're going to bring it up on the y-axis to about 50. It doesn't need to be super high. It just needs to be above your units and anything that the units might have above them. So now that that's done, let's grab our manager menu and set its alpha back to 0. And let's hit play. So now when the game starts, if I hit tab, we can now see our map in all its glory. We can see the positioning of our units. We can see the enemy units. They kind of blend in a little bit with the red terrain texture. We can also see that clicking on the minimap doesn't do anything, so we don't have to worry about, being able to select and move units on the minimap, although that could be an interesting feature to do later. One issue you might notice, though, if I select a unit and then look at our map, you can see the selection range is visible on that map, so that's something we'll have to deal with later. So while the map technically works as a map for now, there are definitely improvements that we can still make, and we can make it so that the highlights don't display on the map. We also need to make sure that the size of the map matches our actual map, so it will always display the full map, because if this were bigger, it wouldn't fit on our map. So that's another thing we got to work on. But that's for later. In the next video, we're going to fully set up auto-ending turns to keep the gameplay smooth. I know that was kind of short, but that's all for today. So if you found this video helpful, hit like and subscribe to help other devs find the series. Let me know in the comments what important information should be shown on the map. Like, units are obviously important, but what about the terrain? What about structures or other environmental things? I like maps to be detailed, but also concise. They shouldn't be super cluttered, but you should be able to get useful information out of it. As always, thanks for watching. I'm Alex with Serious Goose Games, and I'll see you in the next one.